wait, watch, and wonder. 3 things we all do when it comes to wrapping our hands and our minds around the future. But of course, with no action, there is no result, and you're left right back where you started, waiting, watching, and wondering. But when it comes to helping improve the health and vitality of our planet for the greater good, the time is now, as the Department of Public Works Solid Waste Division has been busy taking the necessary steps to look at a long list of options when it comes to reducing and eventually eliminating a wide variety of waste streams into our landfills. And they most recently got an eye-opening demonstration of the possibilities of composting food waste instead of throwing it away at the Public Works Operations Center in the Oyster Point section of Newport News.
Good morning. We'd like to thank everyone for attending the demonstration here this morning. This happens to be a project that's close to everybody that deals with solid waste. The things we can keep out of the landfills, the better off we are.
Well, one of the strategic initiatives with the city is sustainability, looking into the possibilities of researching alternative methods for handling food waste. Falls right in line with one of Strategic 8, and that's very important to us. Not only is it a financial diversion for costs associated with disposal, but it's also sustainable, it's also environmentally friendly. And today's event is the very first steps in researching what possibly may be an alternative for us.
SOMAT stands for solid materials. But we're doing a demonstration. The City of Newport News asked us to come down, and what they want us to do is demonstrate our equipment. And the purpose is waste reduction. They're trying to go to a zero into the landfill. They don't want to put anything in the landfills. So we came down and demonstrate that our piece of equipment will actually reduce, 8 to 1 is the ratio to reduce it to. And we brought a dehydrator along to actually dehydrate it. What we have over here is a scrapping table. And the scrapping table or sorting table is where you throw all the food waste. Now this is a mini version that's made specifically for this trailer. Traditionally they'd be about 3 times that long. And you'd have people there, you dump your food waste on the scrapping table. You'd sort through it because you don't want any metals, any glass, any woods, or any hard plastics in there. You sort through it, and it's a step just before you actually push it into the pulper. The pulper is a machine that macerates it, grinds it all up, puts it through a sizing ring, turns it into a slurry, and brings it over here to the extractor. Once again, the extractor presses the water out, and when it's finished, the end product looks like coleslaw.
Once it's reduced, they put it into a cooking unit that dehydrates even more moisture. And by being in vessel, we're eliminating some of the factors that would cause problems. Again, odor, rodents, or what we call vectors.
That's good.
And then on the back side, we're turning into a soil amendment, which is a component that we can put back into our soils in a natural setting instead of introducing more chemicals, so that when we have rainfall, the rain doesn't pick up the chemicals that they would normally by using sprays and things like that. Where if you use your natural organic elements, you have less potential to pollute anything. So by doing it this way, it's a smarter way to do business, and hopefully we can continue and find better ways and find some energy sources and byproducts that we really want to use here, and not just within our cities, but commercially as well, so that when the city builds projects, we use some of our own materials and try to stay as sustainable and natural as possible.
This is a great opportunity on a local basis to network with a variety of other people that have interest in organic recycling. And it's great that the city does this because it mixes private industry and governmental to kind of come up with a consensus of what's the practical thing to do.
You can actually see some of the product we put in here. Some of the onions, some of the peppers.
This is just the start of the exploration. I like to think of it as the spaceship has just been launched. At this point, we don't know exactly where we'll end up, but when we return to Earth, hopefully we'll have some good data to bring back and to share that we can do good things with. We're hoping to bring out our own tang from this exploration, if nothing else. And I think by taking these steps and having our business community and our citizens involved, then we'll have their input and hopefully their support as we venture into new ventures out there, and not knowing which direction we're going, but by sitting back and waiting for someone else, nothing gets done. And I think by us hoping to lead, we can take Hampton Roads into the next era.